keeps telling Paul, hit your marks, hit your marks.
Oh, wow. 8 car on his side.
Martin Truex Jr.
Wow.
Talk to me when you get here. We're coming down pit road, guys.
No, you're not.
Squeezed up into the wall.
And Mike obviously had no idea he was on the outside of him.
That's a wild ride.
Boy, that is unbelievable.
Yeah, he just got squeezed in there, and I mean, they did turn that car inside, through the fence, or up along the fence. I don't know how that thing getting run all over.
Man.
The caution at lap 81.
Heavy hit.
Oh boy.
Took a right front. Right there. Still got cars coming.
Definitely looks like a right front tire.
That car is killed.
Oh, it's dead.
Good to see Martin Truex Jr. put the window net down. I know that.
It knocks the air right out of you.
One of the hardest hits I ever took was here at Texas.
Like getting hit in the stomach with a baseball bat.
All right, here's what happened to our defending series champ.
This is coming off of turn 4. Oh, that, yeah, right at the exit of turn 4. It looks very similar to what we saw with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. practice, but wouldn't you say, DW, that's a right front tire?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they definitely cut a tire down and headed straight to the fence. He was wide open when that thing let go.
That will break a string of 10 straight top 5s on 1.5-mile tracks for Martin Truex.
I don't care how fit you are, how tough you are, that hurts.
Moves himself up to second place. In the wall hard goes Casey Kane.
Hold the brake, buddy. Hold the
Martin
brake.
Truex.
Hold the brake.
Wow.
That was huge. Look at that car. And you think we're not going fast here.
Martin's all right. Unhooks his cool tube.
Look at that thing.
What a hit. And Casey Kane is moving around in his car.
Martin went over to check on him.
Darrell, that might be the hardest hit I've ever seen at this small a racetrack.
I tell you, that was amazing. Look at that race car. It is demolished.
You think they're not going fast here? Watch this.
I get a feeling something happened to Martin Truex Jr. in that 56 as hard as he was driving it off in that corner.
Sure does.
I mean, he wasn't even able to slow it down, it didn't look like.
I bet, well, it's hard to say about brakes, but that looks like a car that lost its brakes.
This to a halt while they clean up from Casey Kane and Martin Truex. Goes Casey Kane.
Hold the brake, buddy. Hold the brake. Hold the brake. Okay, hold the brake.
Wow, that was huge.
You all right, Buck? Yeah. I think it looked like the 56 lost his brakes or something. Something happened there. What do we got, Cole? To the corner and looked, and we were headed to the wall.
On this battle right now.
And around goes Truex hard.
Now he pays the price.
Yeah. That happens to rookies a lot. You don't come back out late in the race and do what he was doing. I mean, that's just not. I understand his feelings. I know exactly why he was doing what he was doing, but you just don't do that.
And Tony Stewart.
and what was going on between Truex and Jeff Gordon about 2 cautions ago, or a caution ago. Martin Truex Jr. in the 1 car, 1 lap after a restart, Jeff Gordon got into the back of him and spun him out. That's the reason Martin Truex Jr. was out there, I think, doing this with Gordon.
So Truex is doing this with Gordon. It's holding up Tony Stewart and Bobby Labonte. And Truex is out of the race.
And we have the 2 cars spinning and the
78 as well. Keselowski and the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. are around.
Now the 78's going to stop just in front of the 2 because he missed the chicane. I think Brad will do the same.
Keselowski in. Oh, both guys in way too deep. Like the 78 was in too deep, and Brad
was judging off of him.
Yeah, using him, and he just both ended up driving in too deep.
Those 2 guys are in position. They are positioning themselves to win this race.
Said he wasn't given any room. There's Truex coming out of 7. Reagan off the course, kind of in the dirt, and hooks him.
Yeah. You know, there's in other sports there's unavoidable contact and there's avoidable contact. That's could have been a little give and take there on either guy's part. I'm not blaming either one of them, but that could have been avoided. Right there.
Darrell, you talked about him in the pre-race, the man that started the season off, the first 15 races, 14 top 10 finishes. It won't happen today.
Hard into the wall, the 41 of Kurt Busch. He'll collect the rest of the field.
The 18's in it, the 48's in it.
The 88 is in it. Just on the front edge, she starts to roll now on the apron.
Late in the race, you can see right there the 78 trying to get on the outside.
And this is what we talked about all week. Why do the playoff drivers fear Talladega? Because of this. Every one of these drivers, the 18 of Kyle Busch, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, you see heavy contact there as well. 4 of Kevin Harvick. They have to be in the middle of this pack. They have to fight for the points. That's why those stages are so important. Think about the points that were gained by Keselowski, Blaney, even Johnson. He got 10 points in over the stages. That's going to take a little of the sting away from this accident because this has eliminated all of these race cars.
And this is back-to-back weeks for the 18 of Kyle Busch to have a wrecked car.
Big hits. Just rolls up on the outside of 78. 78 gets loose, just like we saw with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. a minute ago. Got loose getting in the corner. Could not hold the car on the bottom, gets in the side of the 18. Ty Dillon, great job not running into the side of Kyle Busch. This is racing. This is side by side. I know it's 49 to go, but it's side by side racing for the win. You saw the wiggle from Martin Truex Jr. He just could not hold the car on the bottom without being loose. Had to turn the car to the right or he would have spun out and got into the side of the 18. It's hard racing. It's track position racing. You have to be aggressive. You have to push on these restarts.
Kyle Larson out in front of Richmond. And up into the wall goes the 78 hard. Caution will come out. Kyle Larson will be the winner.
78 started coming down. I think he thought the 11 was going to start turning. Just racing for position. As soon as they make contact, you can see the 11 start to brakes really hard. See how much brake he's got in the car. He was trying to avoid the incident. You know, some Ricks just racing for position. I don't know that somebody did anything really wrong, or certainly not on purpose, but
yeah, but it'll be an interesting conversation.
Get some kind of big move here off turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, and there
shots into the wall with
ran.
the 1 of McMurray. 3, 4 cars around. 1 on its roof. 1 car hard into the wall.
That was
and it ends in flames and sparks.
Our front row sitter up here, he's got a torn up race car, Mark 78 car.
This little bit of contact right there between the 1 and the 48.
Yep, just enough brush on the back corner there to spin him around.
And watch the 78 Truex. He was going to start on the front row of the 500. And he jumps on the brakes but comes right into it and tears that car up pretty badly before it's all over.
Yep.
It's been an incredible run by Kyle Busch.
Oh,
and the 18 teaming out into the back of the 78. Martin Truex Jr. slamming into the wall. He hits again. Contact made. Kyle Busch got to the back of the 78. The 78 spins and brings out the caution once again. Also involved the 7 of J.J. Yeley. Tire completely coming off the wall, and you just hear Martin Truex Jr. say, that hurt.
Truex taking it. Come down the track a little bit, but really didn't turn into the 18 car.
J.J. Yeley just trying to get by. Nothing he could do. Watching the 78 come right across the racetrack. Huge impact to win this race. Obviously frustrated.
Banked curve at Charlotte Roval. Now he goes to the inside. Here comes Jimmy Johnson. Locks the brakes up. And he's going to slide. He slides through the middle. Truex gets tagged. Now it'll be a fight for the finish line. Ryan Blaney in the 12 will win.
He stopped. He came to a full stop to make sure that he was good with NASCAR. Where's he going to finish?
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that.
Look at Alex Bowman in the 88. Hard on the brakes. He's going to get through this. I'm not sure how, but he did.
And we've got trouble behind him, Rick. Around they go.
Stay down, go up.
It looked like it was Eric Almirola that was the first to go sideways and then collecting numerous cars behind him.
Murray actually comes down and gets onto the left front. It's on from there. I mean, we talked about it earlier. As soon as somebody makes a mistake and you're in this big pack of cars, you're going to take a lot of people with you. It's just how it happens. You can, some of these cars riding around the back actually got in the wreck as well. So.
Oh, no, Benedetto! And everybody!
Good.
Oh,
no. Are you kidding me? This is big. Wow. But it.
Boy, it just reminds me of the Clash. Same type of carnage that we saw where these cars were going everywhere. A lot of damage as they all got to turn 3. A little bit of contact right there and just turns the 37 around.
Boy, and Benedetto had nowhere to go, and Truex had nowhere to go.
So happy to see that 37 car stay on the ground when the 95 hit him. Yeah, big hit by Haley in the 77.
Wow.
Here's another look, and we'll watch Almirola in the 10 and Chris Buescher in this 37.
So Almirola thought about going 3 wide. That door was shut. And not able to see the contact. But I know, I mean, the way that car turned so abruptly, you know the contact was there. And then, wow, look at this.
Unbelievable.
Will he be able to get to the apron? He does. Can he stay out of the line as the racing continues? Austin Dillon up front. They shifted him out. Gonna be a big one. Now around goes the 3 in front of the pack. They're all collected. The 11 with damage, the 22 as well.
Big right here.
Smoke rolling out of the cars that even cleared this incident. They shuffled out. The 11 of Denny Hamlin, and then while trying to regroup.
And it's what does he do? He goes back to the bottom, or does he block the 14? The 14 makes a move, the 3 blocks. You said it time and time again, blocking causes accidents. This is an accident at the front of the field.
But he moves to go inside, and that upset the 3 a little bit. Got the 3 a little bit loose. But the 3 headed on down the track to try to block anyways. But try to get down there and protect that line, protect that lead.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, upside
down.
Side.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger. She got into the inside wall and hit hard where a wall jutted out like that.
Now, see, I think Chase Elliott was he already had his hands full prior to that. He was trying to get it gathered up, and then AJ came off his rear bumper and then made contact with him again. Also, Logano went for a heck of a ride there, a couple big impacts.
Keselowski's up in there.
Minor damage for Kevin Harvick.
Trouble. Turn
Truex,
four.
Earnhardt, crash. And the pole-winning car for the 500 is in smithereens.
It is no more.
Anything, TJ? Yes, sir.
A bunch of cars. You see steam coming out of the 88 back there, by the way. And they were coming up on these slow cars right here, and looked like somebody maybe Jimmy Johnson got a little bit loose.
Yeah. Well, and then Truex had a push from the car behind him, who probably couldn't see what was happening 4 cars ahead.